weekend. Where you gonna go? How you gonna do it? Oh, don't you know? Find out what's in store and what's on show on the Sydney weekend. Come on, let's go.
Good day and welcome to the show with the sun shining and the berries looking juicy and ripe. That's how you can tell that it's harvest time here in Orange, the food bowl of the Central West. This place is chockers with stone fruit, apples, grapes, of course wine, beautiful meat and produce. In fact, one of the only things that you can't get in Orange is an orange. Now, I'm at Huntley Berry Farm with 11 different types of berries and all sorts of other fruit being picked right through to the end of May. You are guaranteed a fantastic time. Oh, look at this, because you can come here and pick your own. Now, don't go away. We've got a great show. What is that? We've got a great show coming up for you. That's weird. It's even got the label on it already. What a time of year in Orange, here in Central West New South Wales. Everything's ripe for the picking, and there's one lady who's up to making all of this into this. A hurricane in a chef's hat called Anna. Plenty of action here, Anna.
Yes, Mike. This is where we have all the packing of the fruitcakes and the puddings.
Okay.
I think you should get in there and be part of it, don't you?
Got to earn my keep.
Oh, you do. Come on. Oh, yes, there's enough brandy. Excuse me, we check bags as you leave.
Anna's Cuisina is a growing concern, believe me. And it's worth a visit to the factory just to sample the goods.
And this cake, Mike, it's a rich brandy fruit cake, and it was baked in September last year. Look how rich it is, isn't it? Scrumptious.
Come on, I'm waiting.
All right. It's been stored in a cool, dark spot, and keeping it in the dark matures the cake. Like wine. You put down a good wine in a cool, dark spot, and that's how you treat fruit cake, because of all the brandy in it too.
Is that a secret recipe? Or?
Yes, I actually found out last year it was from my great-grandmother.
Can I get that secret recipe? That's really good. And the best way to do that is take one of Anna's cooking classes. She's the result of generations of a genuine love of food.
My mother's mother, when I was learning, she used to say, OK, I'll put a handful of this in, a handful of that. Then I'd say, oh, stop, and I'll measure it. And that's how I learned all her recipes.
This is a great experience that's a mix of hands-on and listening to Anna's many tales. What a great way to while away the day.
When I was growing up, Mum used to say to me, now smell this, taste this, look at this. No, this is no good, this is what you have to use. So it's very important that you do that with food. This also gives you an even result. What you do, you just gently peel that off. And see that little bit that's come off there? Don't worry about it, I'm going to show you.
One thing I can really tell you is that when you come to Anna's cooking class, you need to bring a pen and paper because you're going to get more tips here in this cooking class than you're going to get anywhere else for the rest of your life, believe me.
See how I'm lifting that? And it lifts with the paper. It's very important that when you're making it, you don't overwork it, because the gluten in the flour, and let's be honest, butter is the best thing to use for pastry. If you're on a diet, fine, use your margarine, but you won't get the same results. Colour, the dark colour is great for making pastry because it gives you a nice brown colour. Stays it. Yeah, you can feel that. See how smooth it is? And it's sealed it. And the golden syrup. Oh, this is great.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
You really love doing this, don't you?
Cooking?
Yeah,
I do. I love it.
I can see it.
I love it.
It's a beautiful thing, and I love food, so...
I eat. So I think Mike's going to be a regular visitor to Anna's Cuisina.
Mate, every time I come up to Orange, you're going to be knocking on the door.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Everyone's welcome.
Including any new sponsors, apparently. Anna knows how to give a plug.
And over here, look, we've got herbs and spices from Master Foods. I love using Master Foods. They're great. Master Foods, remember.
Thank you. The strawberries. A chef like this, in a place full of beautiful produce like Orange, well, it's a match made in heaven. Just take it from me,
Don't get in the way.
There's one missing.
I was going to say something, but I got a mouthful of berries. Got me, you got me.
And just out of town, you can get a mouthful of the fruits of the vine. Beautiful Nyrang Homestead is home to Barton Creek wines. A very nice drop.
Greg, what makes wines from this region or this area different to other wines?
Probably it's our climate is the most...
Are they regarded as cold climate wines?
Yeah, the cool climate wines, and the other thing that we in particular have is limestone, rich volcanic soils over the top.
And that makes all the difference.
And it gives very good drainage of the soil so the vines don't struggle, and it tends to enhance the flavour of the fruit as well.
I'm impressed. That sounds very impressive, Randa, but I wanted to ask you about, have you got a sticky wine?
We do have a sticky wine.
You got a sticky? That's a sticky?
Yep.
A red sticky?
Yep, our Ruby Cabernet sticky.
Well, I've got something to do with that a little bit later in the show.
Cheers.
Cheers and cheers. Oh, yeah.
Raise your glass at Nyrang Homestead and Barton Creek Wines in Boronor near Orange. Stay for the weekend from $110 per couple per night. Call to book on 6364 2160. For a taste of Orange, head to Anna's Cuisina. Tours and cooking classes start from $22 for adults and $12 for the kids. Give Anna a call on 1300 658 110. And mark your diaries for Food Week. It's on from the 17th to the 26th of April, and there are over 100 events celebrating the great produce of the Orange District. For more info, log on to orangefoodweek.com.au.
Thanks very much, Erica. I'll tell you what, I might be checking that great place out a little bit later, but at the moment, I've settled right in here to Nyrang Homestead in Boronor, just outside of Orange. Wine tasting on that veranda was an absolute treat, but at the moment, just hanging out with one of the Homestead's dogs, Bobby, and he is the best boy you could ever see. Pretty soon, I'll be going in there to find a room, and mind you, there is 36 of them, all decked out in their original Edwardian style. And what about what the homestead is made out of? This insane bluestone, which was actually quarried here on the property. Well, what do you reckon, Bobby? Should we just hang out for the dinner bell? And you should too, because after the break, you'll be eating out. Come on, Paulie. Oh, Anything you've seen on tonight's show you'd like to know a little bit more about, check out the Wits website at visitnsw.com/fresh berries, Sydney Weekender. And what about these berries? You've seen them go from picking all the way to here. They're absolutely sensational. Got a Ruby Cabernet dessert wine to go with it from my friends here at Nyrang Homestead. And you can see that the sun is setting on another beautiful day here in Orange. I want to thank all my friends at Orange and our friends at Tourism New South Wales for making this trip possible. And don't forget too that Food Week starts here on the 17th of April, and it's really worth the trip. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I've had a fantastic time. I'll see you real soon on another Sydney Weekender. Orange in Orange. You get it?
Look out, kids!
Next week, Pete signed up for duty.
Clear the way, clear the way. Firefighter Pete responding.
Also, Ada's budget beauty tips.
I'm going to show you how to look your best for less.
And Mel gets a dose of the good stuff.
It's not just chocolate, it's medicine.